So I've tried shooting this like on 4 different days. I think I need to let go of it a little bit more. I need to just wear pajamas and just know I'm going to say dumb things, and that's that. So, okay, here we are, behind the songs, where I tell you so many more private things and feel like I'm going to throw up. It's a lot of things, really. Specifically, when I was writing this song, I've always struggled with a kind of depressy thing in my life where it's there sometimes, and I just wake up and it's like, it's hanging over me. And so this song, part of it was a frustration, being like, how have I not learned how to deal with these feelings? And then also this song is about my struggle with social anxiety, which I've come so far in the past few years, but for the vast majority of my life, I feel like I didn't really know how to be myself around other humans. Like my family, Jesse, few other people, I could sit around them and be myself. And then other than that, like if I go to a party, I was just like, I don't know how to be me anymore, and I don't know how to have conversations. Again, this is better now, but for a while I really didn't, and I would leave every social interaction, whether it was like a party or a small dinner with friends, just crying and being like, I don't know how to do this. And Jesse would be like, just be yourself. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. It kind of just like would disappear, and then I would just be sitting there stuck in my head like, please think of something to say. Please think of one thing to say, and I couldn't. I have finally made some progress on that, but it's a really, really hard one. I think the answer is we are just always learning. Like, we're never just gonna have learned it and have life figured out. It's like, I learned it last year and I learned it a bit more yesterday, and then I'm learning it today, and I'll probably learn it tomorrow and in 10 years' time. Like, hopefully we're just always learning and always growing, which can be frustrating, but it's part of being a human. And so I'm trying to embrace that more and be a little less hard on myself when I haven't figured it all out. It was a huge learning experience for me. I just wanted to do everything on this album by myself, so it was the first one. Like, I've always written all my songs by myself, but it was the first one that I produced and recorded by myself. I had no idea what I was doing. And then I wanted to direct and edit and color music videos, and it felt exciting. And then you get there and you're like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. I actually got myself accidentally into a really bad headspace, and I was like trying to find a way out of it. Which is kind of what the song is about. And so I'd like get to a location and I'd still be really bummed because I felt like I had no idea what I was doing, and I was just like, I don't know. I maybe I'm supposed to like sit here and I don't know, and I'll pick up this thing because I don't know what I'm doing. And it was rough. But then, like, as it went, it was this reminder, like, by the end, we happened upon this insane field. It was, like, sunset and pastel, and the mountains were beautiful, and it was, like, quiet, and there were birds, and everything felt perfect. And it was this, like, duh moment where I was like, oh, yeah, yep, I just needed to be present. I just needed to be living and learning, and that's okay. Like, I've never done this before, so yeah, it was hard, and had I not resisted that so much, maybe it would have felt a little bit better and I could have enjoyed it. I'm really bad at favorites, but if I can call out one that made me feel a thing. Oh, the mountain is crumbling from all sides, frozen. I could try to run, or I could close my eyes. And so some of you have heard me talk about this, but when I write songs, it's not a very conscious process. Like, I'm not sitting there being like, what's a poetic way to say that? Or like, what am I trying to say? That'd be cool, but my brain can't do that. I just sit down and then a song like just tumbles out of me. It's like I'm finding it in the air, and it's a very weird process. So I oftentimes don't really get to see the lyrics until it's done and like really think about them. And so when I really thought about that lyric after it coming out of me, it felt so intense. This is what I pictured. I pictured like being on the side of a mountain and then just like a giant avalanche coming down, like the kind you can't escape. It's gonna get you. And this feeling just like in my heart of like, so I could run and turn the other way and like pretend like I'm gonna escape this thing, but like I know I'm not. Or I could just close my eyes and brace myself to be like, you know, I don't know, killed by an avalanche. That's so dark. I'm sorry. But that's what it made me feel. And in this scenario, it's like the avalanche was my emotion or what we're struggling with in life. And I spent a lot of life like looking the other way and running from it and pushing those things down. And more I find that like you cannot work through them, you can't move past them or learn from them if you're not willing to like have them fully take you over. And so I guess that's what this was about, just like facing it. I guess I was a little chicken because I'm closing my eyes. But yeah, letting it fully take you and letting myself feel these emotions, which is intense. Feeling emotions is really intense, but I think it's important work. I don't know how I'm supposed to end these. I haven't really thought this through. But obviously there's 10 songs in the album, and this is the first song, and I've already spoken way too long. So I'm gonna get you back to your lives. Go on. But yeah, it is in the Waiting anniversary month, and I just wanted to do this to celebrate. If you haven't listened to the album In the Waiting, it came out 1 year ago. It is like so important to me. You can listen on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, like anywhere music exists, this album exists. And you can also pre-order a vinyl. If you go to kinagrannis.com, you can order yourself a vinyl. More songs coming at you guys soon. Thank you for watching. That's it. Bye! Mwah.